This is the bundle. It just got added to Minecraft 4 years after it was announced in 2020 as part of the Caves and Cliffs update, an update that set out to overhaul the game massively. This update set such huge expectations and promised so much that they had to split the update into 2 parts, but realistically it's now more like 4 parts. So today I'm going to take this world that I've been updating through Minecraft's historic versions and figure out Minecraft's Caves and Cliffs problem once and for all. So welcome to the prestigious world of Minecraft 1.18.2. Obviously the 0.2 is like a security update, it was just fixing bugs and stuff, but 1.18 was a very big version. There's no denying that the versions we're going to go through in this episode changed a lot about the game, a lot for good, and introduced a lot of block types and structures and tools and things that we use in this world. I'm still on diamond tools. We've already explored netherite because this world I've been taking through a painful journey of updating through each version of Minecraft, and I'm out here not at my base just to show that I've been doing some chunk trimming. This is why we've got this floating nether portal, because this world is still very cursed. There is still a lot at spawn that is all of the old versions, as you can see, chunk board and stuff, but chunk board has got a lot more seamless in 1.18. They had a whole new system, because we're going to be exploring caves and cliffs. Look, caves, cliffs. Well, no, obviously we've not got any cliffs yet. Look, we've even got the new copper ore. Caves and Cliffs is a very controversial update. It's probably the most controversial update that Mojang have ever done, or Minecraft has ever done, even including Notch. People got annoyed about combat changes and such like that, but I don't think anyone was annoyed at the concept of Caves and Cliffs. It was just the implementation. This is a huge update. It overhauled the world generation completely, as well as making it seamless, as well as thousands of new blocks and mobs as well, but it was just what they promised at the original launch that made them go on this new debacle of adding a pre-release disclaimer in all of their footage nowadays, because there were promises that they were kept, they were just prolonged. And I'm not in 1.17. That is the first version of Caves and Cliffs, but I hate 1.17. The version did nothing good for Minecraft. It added blocks in some patches, like you could find deep slate down at the bottom. There we go. Now we're getting caves. I want some torches quick. But it was because 1.17 was a cop-out update. Look at this terrain. This is large, even though it's the worst biome. Sorry, it is. It only got slightly good with armadillos, and that's not for another couple years from when this update came out. But Mojang had to make the tough decision to postpone the update entirely another 6 months out of the summer period and potentially tank their reputation, player base, and just overall image in that regard. Or they could split it into 2 updates. Except they didn't really do that. They split it into 3, 4, maybe 5 updates, maybe 6 updates, because of how late bundles and Warden and birch forest that we haven't even seen yet are coming to the game. I'm not actually that salty about any of these features. I think it was a smart decision to not go down with every word. It's a pre-release footage. People should be able to understand it's going to change. Everything else changed. The piglins changed massively since when they were introduced, I'm pretty sure. I personally just think they should have pulled through in one update and kept all the features for a 1.17 drop in December, rather than 1.17 that only added blocks for creative mode, essentially, and 1.18 being this. Now, to any normal Minecraft player, I mean, this is a sizable cave, but it's not exactly anything massive nowadays. It is just because I have had this world insane. We're in negative layers. Oh, well, God, my timing on that was awful. We're now in negative layers, but I'm gonna go home. Not because I'm not appreciating the new terrain, I'm sure it's great, but I think I might save the cliff exploration for when the Warden comes in a few minutes. But because they also extended every existing world, including this one, to have the deep slate layers. But look, there's a chunk border here. This is a part of the world we explored in Minecraft 1.0. There's a little house. That's not our only house, don't worry. But over this way is the Minecraft Alpha? Yeah, alpha versions of terrain. You can tell there's not even any grass, but there's just generally a lack of elevation. So this is where we spawned in, and I'm not going to desecrate spawn entirely, but you know what? This is where I got our first stone. So I'm going to go down and find the deep slate layers implemented. I do need a few more ladders though, so let me just quickly pop home. How you doing, Shaun of the Shed? Are you good? Yeah, take that as a yes. So deep slate layers would also be down there in our mine, but I want to see what it's like at spawn first. Okay, we're at Y7. I'm getting a little bit nervous. Okay, phew. Worlds can be extra bugged, and I saw one where it was just complete void beneath spawn. With these deep slate layers, there we go, we've even got the new deep slate ores. And tough, I love tough. Tough in this update is just the block, but obviously in the versions that have released a month before I'm recording this, it has got a whole new bunch of variations. So here we go, we're at the new bedrock layer. We've got a lot of fabulous block combinations from this new deep slate thing. At the top of our silo tower here, why not? I thought let's add in these new blocks here. But like I said, there are so many new blocks in this version. This doesn't even cover it. These are just the ones we've explored so far. There's entire dripstone and moss caves that we haven't even come across, but I really hope we do. But I'm going to make it a bit more worthwhile. Excuse me, I am about to do a version transition. You know, just because you're on a roof, I'll let you live. I'll make it a bit more worth going into new terrain, because 1.18 added a bunch of biomes and blocks, but 1.19 and 1.20 added all the structures. Obviously, I'm exaggerating a little bit. They didn't add all the structures, but they did add a lot. In fact, I've got a list. Mangrove, along with frogs and mud and the ancient city, the deep dark, the Warden, and we are in 1.20, so we've got all of them, as well as bamboo, the cherry biome, the sniffer, new music discs, and trail ruins and smithing template. There's a really big update. It's customization and all this stuff. And why have I crammed them both into one? I mean, I could have done the Trails and Tales and Trail Chambers update, but I stumble on my words enough when I'm recording. I didn't need that as well. And this week, they put out a snapshot with some experimental minecart changes, which would be nice, but also with the first proper installment of bundles. They have been there alongside all of these other experimental features for years, but not fully worked on because they couldn't be compatible, and everyone likes to use it as a reason that Minecraft took so long to develop, but I don't think bundles are the be all and end all. It is, however, the Warden and Archaeology that came in 1.19 and 1.20 that was still shown off in the 2020 live event for Caves and Cliffs. What the actual hell? Okay, as I'm trying to find new terrain and mountains, I mean, we found elevated terrain. There we go, my base and that village are in the same shot. This could make a really cool, like, mega structure, mega base, dare I say? Yeah, we're not there quite yet. I want to find the deep dark, either that or the archaeological ruins, which I really like. I think they're an awesome feature. I really like all of the Caves and Cliffs features, but I do think the staggering of updates took too long. I think Mojang have learned from their lesson of not announcing everything at the beginning of an update cycle. What are those? Yeah, baby! I mean, it is the tiniest biome ever. It's one tree. Cherry Grove and Cherry Wood. Amazing. Oh, we got powdered snow here, which I'll fall into. Oh, thank God. That could have made me fall like 50 blocks, but I'm glad I didn't. But we're on the top of a mountain, a peaky mountain. It is just a very good biome overall, but it should lead to a higher chance. An ancient city. Let me light this up. It does go down low. Oh, what? That cave could have been the perfect opportunity. There is 2 bits of skulk here. This is absolutely wonderful. I did not even need to travel far. I mean, it's terrifying, right? It's the most horror aspect of Minecraft, but it's wonderful. Okay, actually, it's really cool. So yeah, one of the coolest structures in the game, and believe me, from when this was first teased to it was worth the wait. You set off sensors, which set off shriekers, which summon wardens. Okay, bits and bobs. 2 enchanted golden apples, and they are freaking nuts. So we basically get 4 strikes, and then we're out. And as you can see, when we get hit by the Shrieker or by the Warden, we get this pulsing effect. Oh, where? Oh, okay. Well, at least it answered my question. Portal, big portal. I mean, it's definitely a portal. There's no way it's not a portal. Immovable blocks in that shape. This structure also came with the... I just saw a glow squid completely full. Oh, what a stupid mob. The structure also came with Swift Sneak, which is a great enchantment that I wish I had right now. It doesn't look like there's a Shrieker here. Oh, look. What a coincidence! No, genuinely, I didn't plan that. Other side! Oh, what a music disc. Right, I could go about this slowly, or I could just not do that. So as soon as this cheeky little blindness goes away, I'm going to fly to a little chest, because I either want to get the loot, or I want to get out. Is this the tower I've been to, or not? Of course it is. I have no idea how that's not setting. Okay, I jinxed. There. Hey, buddy. And I set off another... I'm trying to fly out of the ancient city. Is that another... Oh, I didn't go far. It doesn't sound lovely, how angry he's getting. But, yeah, no, you can't reach me. Cool, I'll just rain arrows on you. I might not have emphasized this before. This is the strongest boss in the game. It has over 500 hearts. Hey, I was going to say I'm running out of arrows, but there we go. We killed the guy. He drops the most lame reward ever, so let's just spawn another one. There is no doubt we have got a lot of cool stuff from this version. I mean, look at all the stuff I'm laying down right now. I put these 3 in display elements, but the skulk sensor, because it's a redstone component, it's just going to keep activating that trapdoor. I didn't think about that, but look, our haul of Caves and Cliffs blocks is getting a lot better. I'm just going to get rid of the trapdoor. You can keep making your own little noises, but I have come back to the base because we're going to head out a couple thousand blocks in that direction and find a trail ruin. Added in the same version as most of that stuff we just got. Not the Deep Dark, that was 1.19, because this is a 1.20 feature we're going to. But I need copper, I need feathers, and I need sticks, and with those I can create brushes. I'm going to make a couple, but there are new blocks in this version that you can sweep up to get. Look how funny that is. I'm just going to go clean my house, guys. But you can get treasures from them if they're naturally generated. Obviously none of these are, but it's going to give us a lot of blocks, so I'm going to clear out these boxes and then I'm going to head over there. We've got these incredibly cool jungle cliffs here. I mean, these look extraordinary, but in jungles, trail ruins do spawn. So hypothetically, somewhere around here, that is a sheep. That's not quite what I'm looking for. Apparently the sheep was guiding one after all. Here we go, we've got a trail ruin. So what is a trail ruin? Well, these things are buried old structures. Yes, it's lore. They added lore to Minecraft if you didn't keep up when the update was announced. So they're almost like buried cities, and they go on for a lot. And inside this gravel here, I should have bought a slower shovel. Yes, because there, look, we've got 3 normal gravel and 1 slightly different looking suspicious gravel. You brush these, it can get you anything. It can get you a single emerald, which is probably, yeah, that's definitely worth my time. Or it can get you music discs and armor trims and pottery sherds. There's a lot. So I was going to say restore. I'm kind of doing the opposite of restore by digging this out. But I'm going to recover this area. Because I really like these structures, I'm glad they took their time to implement archaeology. It is funny and strange and a little bit annoying. Wheat, come on. That it got announced in 2020 and didn't come out until 4 years later. But I really enjoy the content they put out, so it's worth the time. And like with bundles and everything, they've learnt their lesson of not telling everything in the Minecon and waiting for the update, because otherwise this would have been an insane feature to be announced. They showed all their cards too early, okay? But look, okay, cool. I've got my first armor trim. Is this Wayfinder? Razor. We'll collect as many of these things as we can. Obviously, blocks that we can keep and stuff. These are packed mud, by the way. These blocks are absolutely gorgeous. Main goal from this, I want to get the relic music disc. I've been using it in these videos and I haven't got it in the game, so I'm gonna do that. So a little while later, and these are our spoils. We've got all 4 types of arm trims, I think. I'm not sure there's a 5th. And we've got a bunch of pottery sherds, which we can make into pots, which are nice and decorative with different styles on each side. Look, oh, I didn't even mean to pick out a heart and a heart broken. That's a bit sad. And then we've also got 2 of the relic music discs, which I came to get. But going down into here, you can see we've got a pretty long corridor this way, not much this way, a big room here which might be like a water basin, campfire, guess cooking room there, but then down here we've got, not this room, that room's boring, but this one has loads of utilities, blast furnaces, normal furnaces, and smithing tables. So I can take my armor here and I can put it in, oh, I forgot my diamond helmet still wasn't enchanted, and I can put it in with one of these trims and I can see the trim style. I've chosen a very vague colour here. In fact, let's try it on like the leggings. Can you see that more? But I'm not going to update it just now because I can use terracotta to duplicate these trims so I don't just have a one-time use of them. But this place is cool, it's massive. Like, this is a really big trail ruin. I've got the coordinates down, I might come back here. What do you guys think? Should we maybe do a video where I restore trail ruins and I make this into a proper base? Oh, and also, I did not need that many brushes. I barely used half of one, so no regrets. But there is one final structure in the most recent version of the game, version 1.21. Now 1.21 added the trial chambers, another underground structure, and I think it was pretty fair to say that it was relatively distinct from Caves and Cliffs and had broken the mold that the wild update it was still going through. But we're going to go explore it. I do want to come back here at some point though, and I think there was a portal just down here that I can steal the obsidian from. But back at the base I can fly over to the floating village that we had over here and I can trade with a cartographer to find the exact location of a trail ruin, trial chamber, trail, and then we'll go fight one. I think it's, yeah, right here. Fabulous. Let's do this. Okay, the cartographer villager at the floating village I think wasn't close enough to newly generated chunks to give me a trial spawner, or he just didn't. I mean, it is RNG, but this guy has. It froze my game for a solid 5 seconds trying to get it up, but I can get it. Please have a marker on here. Okay, that is southeast. We can get ominous spawners from there, just because I don't have any. Obviously, with an ominous potion, the old bad omen effect makes trial spawners more difficult. This west. I think it's in the middle of this river here. So if I dig down right here. Oh, I got in a cave. Oh, with many. This is not the type of spawner I was hoping for. Yeah, that doesn't look like the most natural generation. I know that it can spawn bodies of land around it. Is it in there? I found diamonds. That's not exactly what I'm looking for. Hey, there we go. Phew. I'm starting to make a fool of myself. Here we go. I can go inside. If we go towards spawners, they should start spawning. They should do what they're intended to. Here we go. We got the new bogged mod. These are super cool. So the way these trial spawners work, I think they're really cool. I think it was awesome to have an update devoted to one structure. But eventually they run out and you get a key, and you can put that key in a vault or an ominous vault, and it will give you some stuff. This probably isn't going to be the most amazing stuff. We've got some arrows, some honey, but we can go through this entire thing. These guys, these are the breeze. Well, I've used them. You can only use a vault once, and then they get locked up. Golden apple, we already got better from that from the ancient city. A shield? Is this the main room? Yeah, this is the main hall. Also, all of these blocks were added between caves and cliffs. Ooh, that was a good little breeze. Ooh, okay, I'm getting excited now. Hey guys, so as I fight these tiny little mobs, I'm going to talk once and for all about the Caves and Cliffs update. It is the controversial thing that we've gone through this whole version about, and were Mojang bad about it? Did they do it wrong? Yes, they probably did. And I mean, the tricky trials, it does stand independent from the Caves and Cliffs update, but I bring it up. They did just announce bundles, finally. They got round to doing bundles, and I think as much as that was a parity feature that kept them from making it into the game. Okay, I found a good room to do stuff in. It raised the discussion of how much do you want to reveal at a live teaser event that you may change before the final release of the game. And it was quite a lot for Mojang. They're now keeping things, I'd say, a bit more secretive. Not secretive, just elusive. Not to announce everything at the get-go. And they've had really good updates. The only update that I don't like is 1.17. I do think if they were to take another 6 months to develop 1.18 in full and make it just 1.17, the full Caves and Cliffs, obviously not with the Warden, that still would have come in the wild update, I think it would have been better. I know they like to do summer releases and stuff, but I think there's a lot of pressure put on to game developers nowadays, and that pressure probably comes from advertisers. It probably comes from Microsoft thinking we need to get as many stuff onto the Bedrock marketplace as possible. I hate the Bedrock marketplace, but Caves and Cliffs was a really ambitious update. They were trying to outdo themselves after the Nether update, and they did it. It just took them 4 years to do it all, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think we should have just been excited, not kept complaining and make video essays. If you like an old version so much that you don't want to play the new versions, go play it. It's still there in the Java launcher. You can still go back versions. That's how I've been doing this entire series, which if you haven't seen all of, just go check the playlist out. I like the direction Minecraft's been taking. I build with most of these blocks that I didn't have access to in the original versions, and I made a worse build because of it. And as a builder and general player, I think that's good. I think redstone features are getting more advanced. These copper bulbs added a whole new functionality to the game. Skulk sensors did in 1.17 or 1.19. We got a new banner pattern. No, we don't. We've got a new. Damn, this inventory sucks. What a good segue for me to say, fix the inventory, add more slots, make shulker boxes better. One bundle isn't going to do it. Look, now I will drink up this ominous potion. So I'm going to continue fighting this trial chamber until the day I die and keep saying it's a trail chamber because I'm sorry, that is a silly naming convention. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe and stick around for future videos, and yeah, check out the Retrofitted series if you want to see more of this world. Toodles, guys.